Hey, I'm here. And it's early time, early day. I'm excited. I had to come in and tell you about my day and my night and what's going on and what's happening with me and just so I can bring me before you and then you can see your me and then I can show you your way out, and help you to find your way out, whatever I need to do. I'm working on shining the light. And look what I want. No jammies. And in honor to my best family over there in Africa, not really that I did put it on for them today, but since I have it on, I like to let it be. I'm excited over some things that I just retrieved in the higher me in the seeing of the eye. I just can't wait to tell you. Oh, you talking about excited? Oh my gosh, I'm excited. Oh, just give you this information that I have for you today. Oh yeah, it is gonna be like water rushing in and give you a real refreshment, or refreshment, whichever you want to look at it. Oh, yes, because I am not going to give you the best part yet. I'm going to do some more my African music dance because that is what brought me to where I'm at, to give you what I have to give you. So if I had not listened to that one, I would not have come to the realization of where I'm at today and what I can see and how I see. And yeah, do I see in? Yes, I see. I see without and I see within. Lots of within. So, yeah, so I need to get my headphones. That's only if they charge, because if they're not, I won't be able to do this opening here for you, my music, because I am working here all by myself, as I said, and this is like a huge project that I'm working on. It's not just something. This is just the beginning. It's not. It's not what it may appear to be. Just appear to be just a regular video channel, YouTube channel, but I have you to know that it's not the exact what it is. It's more to this channel than what the seeing of the eye is seeing. So, and I encourage you to go online on YouTube and pick up some of the other channels that's out that sound a lot like me, but maybe they're not quite in me, okay? Well, we're not in the total whole in there and synchronizing together. Yeah, so, oh, my. I am got to slow down. I'm so excited. Imagine get this much up into this room. You don't want me to film on completely, and I have on a few times with a few people. I don't film on often because they don't allow me to. But every so often they allow me to film on, and when I do, you'll see you know what I'm saying? You'll see the wholeness of the Shiva, the whole Shiva. You'll see that light come forth, and it shines real bright, and then the voice will come out. That only maybe happened twice already, and then I filmed on a few times, but they don't allow it to happen to. I'm just concerned with it. It may happen today because I'm just like excited. I am just that excited. Yes, and I can hardly wait to tell you. Oh my gosh, it's so much to detail to give it to you. Oh, so let me go need some music, huh? If this thing starts buzzing, I'm taking it off because I hadn't slept. I didn't sleep last night, and I haven't been able to sleep
The night before I did. I need to take my little air filter thing off. But the night before I did fall asleep, and I slept pretty good. So I hit and miss sometimes. It just depends on how I lay down, and that's the key. Now, am I aware that if I meditate or do something a lot more in calmness, that my energy will adapt to that and I will sleep better? Of course I'm aware. But do I know? I don't do that because I'm fire and my energy is always burning, you know. It burns even, I think, when I'm sleeping. So it does not cool down very fast, especially when it's, you know, added some fuel on it. Then it really don't cool down. So my life is so in the world of itself right now, of the me and the whole, and I'm just giving my whole back to my whole, because when I come back to that, that's where I am. Who am I? I am. That's how I am. That's who I am. I am. Yes, and I am is giving I am back to the I am, back to the me. That's how it's coming, and then I must come back to the I am first. And then when I am, then I am me. Okay, you see how they put it in there? But they should have had your M and your A turned around, where it would have been the M and the E, okay? I, me. And then it's several ways you can bring that love of the whole and the greaterness of itself and the big that it is, when you can put it in something so small and yet you still it's magnified there, okay? And however way you turn it, you'll find the magnifying in it. You know what I'm saying? But now in the religion world of the profound language, there is spots. Yeah, and maybe it's, you know, or you have this. It's a skip beat. That's what it is. and I'm really, it's a skip beat. So you find it where it's there, but it's, you know, skipping beats, and it has to balance. So, wow, yeah, here I'm here for that to help to do the balance, and me in the me of me balance, and me help you balance, right? Yeah, and we all balance, you know. Let me see if I can find my shades, because I can't see myself, and I probably won't never cannot see myself with these on either, you know. Yes. Oh, yeah, they're maybe a little better. I think they need cleaning too. Oh, I have to finish my bed, so let's go with this. to pull this one off the top. I'm so excited. So let me stop it for now, and give you some information that I have for you. And let's drink some water first because, oh boy, I'm taking in a lot, especially now. Oh boy. And as I was saying, I wasn't sleeping, and so I just got up, and I think it was about 3 o'clock, maybe 4 o'clock. And I said, you know what? If I can't sleep, I might as well get up and do something. And I'm like, okay, what am I going to do? So I started to kind of channeling back to myself to see, And so I said, well, maybe I can just put some orders in. I didn't do good. I was falling asleep. And I said, no, let me get up and check the videos and get the videos loaded. And then if I don't have other music playing or something, I'll fall asleep too. So I started falling asleep with that. So I said, you know what, let me lay down then and go back to sleep. This is like 5 o'clock maybe. I don't know what time it is now even. Yeah, it's a little after 6. No, it was about 4 then. Okay. So then I got disturbed from laying there because I'm fire and I couldn't just fall back to sleep. So I just jumped straight up. And I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm just going to get up. And then I'm going to work on the videos. It's something I had to do. I don't know what it was, but I decided to get up and just do that. And then I got a snack with some cheese. I love cheese. And so, and cheese is good for us. It's good for you because especially now, yeah, and milk too. They tell you not to do it, but even though it's poison, but it's better if you drink it more today. It's what I'm picking up from my resources that I'm in touch with and that I'm aware that they know more than I'm aware in some knowledge that they have, okay, and then we all put it together. That's how you put the puzzle together. It's so huge. It takes more than one, Yeah. Think about it. That's why you had 3 up during the time of the created way, when creation started coming forth. And this way now, the creation happened way before before Brahma and Lord Shiva and Vishnu began to assimilate themselves through there. They've done a lot of different things took place in that time that they lived in, because they didn't just all of a sudden come in and just started going to work right away. They did, but not, They only come forth for a cause and a purpose, and that was the beginning of another way of interjecting ourselves or bringing ourselves into another reality, or different civilization, a different form of ourself, Yeah, they put it in the machine and assimilated themselves in different forms and times and whatever. That's why we're in the little part now, the hologramic part. Where yes. So you programmed, though you don't know that, you can't see. You look like you're still big, but you're not. You're the honey swanky kids. Yeah. Oh, so everything was, I don't know. And then I think I was going to do something. Oh, I was going to go outside and take away, no, get in the rain, because it's good to be in that. And I was going to do something else for, I don't know. But so I decided, so let me smoke a little bit before I go out there, and then this weed that I have, I'm gonna talk about that too eventually here about smoking, because what is it for? More things than has been given to you or told to you before, where you have to in fact practically go back and begin at the beginning of where it originated from, which is the cosmos and heaven. It's not an earthly weed, flower. It didn't come from here. It came from there, honey. As above, so below. Remember that. Okay? You think it started here first? Huh? Did you really? Oh, poor things. Oh, I feel for you, honey. Yeah, I know. No, you're not the head. All right. Okay. Oh, you think the head just the head, and just you little tiny little particles? It's the body. Oh, honey. You don't work that way. Yeah, everybody. Oh, no. So, anyway, so I decided to play my music. When I play my music, that's me. I am Shiva, and it brings me back to me. It gives me me. Because that's what it comes to, Shiva. Dance, movement, this sound. And my time is when I'm with me. And that's when I'm dancing. And I have my fun time with it, dance, And so I can receive me and the higher channels of myself when I'm in my dance time. And when there is a time when I have other times when I go out into the parks, or when I'm in a car and driving, someone's driving me or whatever, and I'm just riding, and the ride gives me some, I don't know, it just does something to me, and then I can receive. Doesn't matter. It just has a way I pick things in, and it just I guess it must be something in the Brahma of the atmosphere brings a wave into your crown or something. I believe that works. Okay, so and everything's opening up because I'm dancing, And as I'm dancing today, as I was just bringing myself back to me, remember, I'm talking to you because I tell you many times, I told you, you can't get to your me until you get out back to your you first. I'm giving you Purgatory too. All this is going to add into everything, honey. So that you has to come back to you. And you got to begin to be the you that you are and not allow everything else be the you for you, okay? And then you go into your soulmate life. And you begin to work in that soul timelines out, that you have soul ties with other people in your lifetimes. And these things are always coming in my reality. They like fairies, and they come in. And so, but they don't let me. They very skeptic, They won't come. You got to vibrate with them really to that degree for them to really get there for you. But they will come in my reality. So anyway, and that's when you begin to notice that when you was with your you, in your you, what place of life that you was being in tune with yourself, and was there any great pleasure and being able to even find yourself, would you being able to even know that you was a self, you know what I'm saying? Because you were too much in the you, so you couldn't even know you had a self, because that's what happens when you're in that you, and you're being used and used and used, see? And that's only karmic. And so you can do that karmic and good, and you can do it in both sides, evil or bad, and either way you're going to reap it. So if you're going to be in there, do as much good as you can, and don't do as much bad, do less bad and more good, and you fulfill your karmic in better ways, okay? And all the time you do the bad, you have to fulfill that too, so I would rather do the good, okay? Because it comes back, all right? And you go into the soul. Now, what I want to explain to you now, because when you're in purgatory, you're pulling off layers. You're releasing that is not able to enlighten you, or to give you, to lighten you, or to make you less density, because you want to go into another rim. You're aware that there's another wall or another side or another bridge that you can cross, another crossing. You know this. And so because you're aware that you want to keep going, and you don't want to stay stuck in the quicksand, so you're gonna find your way to get out. Because you don't know that now that those are repeating cycles that you've been working on. They just not have been as dark as they were in the dark, in the hell. Because in there you worked on a lot of timelines and you pulled off a lot of layers, and you're in there for a while. And the way the truly operation of it works is that you have a counselor of beings that is very much interacting with you as your you, and yourself as yourself, and your me as your me the whole time you're here. Because that's how you're connected. You are in the AI. You cannot live without it. So you're in the computer, and they're operating it. But they are us, and they have went through their energy levels, and it's like a cycle, You go through and go the wash machine cycles. Remember? Okay. So they had some cycles, and now they wasn't clean. So would just still be us, but so in that time we come back in, we clean, and you keep making those cycles, and then one part of us, then we looking pretty 9D now, so we'll remain in 9D. We don't need necessarily to 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 come back to earth. But if we do, just another little portion of us come back, because we don't need all the bigger of us anymore, because we have released most of the layers of chaos or darkness, of hell or life, whatever you lived. Energies of thoughts that you have operated in. Those that wanted to be with you and you wanted to be with them, and you chose to pick them up, and you and them worked together, because they were forces and energy. They're just not just, I can't remember, I sit here, they're just not, thoughts. You're not just a thought. And you are, but as a thought, you have to evolve. And what are you going to evolve with? Just yourself? No, you got to begin to evolve with the source. So all these other thoughts you have that's in source, you must begin to work with them. To put them little neutrons and whatever they call them inside of you. Neutrons and things. Yeah, I forget the names of them. But you have to begin to interact with them, the negative and the positive. Because it is in the releasing of the line of source in the truth of itself, so that it will be in wholeness in every way that it can bring itself into a wholeness of itself. But there's a lot of source now. That's why we all work together. And so, being in the computer, whatever you have done on other timelines, and you have been interacted in these ways of hellions and all kinds of haters and whatever way, because they have, like I say, some of them have tribes. and they build their tribes on planets. You have no idea how many galaxies and galactic universes and all these different particles and parts that go inside of this energy that you're operating in and of and with. I do welcome my guys in with me. I apologize to them, because now I see them running around. And so I apologize, and I would like you to come with me now, because I haven't told them what I found to do. And so all this experience that you have come in for has been times of bringing yourself in a light of the fullness of source. So that's the word. So anyway, so what happens is you have to. So like I say, you're in chaos, darkness, matter, space, dark space, where there is no. It's not formed into those realities until the thoughts begin to operate with each other. If I can put it that simple, and that's the simple way I can put it for you, because it's a lot deeper than that. I just can't put it any deeper for you, though. But so just consider yourself as a thought, and then consider me as a thought. And now me, and here, in the dark part of this yin and yang, this symbol, which will be the hell of hell life, and you in here, but say I'm just butter, and you may be pepper or something. Well, do we operate together if we decide to? But in me butter, you may not be so workable with me, And I may not be working with you, so we don't want to really, because we already know that, something just ain't right. And so we may not operate there. So you may go operate with what that fits in with your energy, and you feel real good about it. It's still dark and chaotic thoughts, because you're only bringing in whatever you bring in, as much as that means you don't have enough information in there to give you the light of yourself. You know what I'm saying? To really see clearly how to choose that is in a grander way, okay, and rather than in a more of a shallow way. Okay, because you're only working with so much here. Okay, because remember, when you was put in here in this yin and yang, that was not originally was supposed to have been. It has been put there on the part of building a school in order to bring you out from the harsh, long spell of life that was put up on you as the evolving energy. So now in this particular time here is the last time that you were supposed to make this spin, and you will make this spin, because this is the time we won back the energy of source that was lost in space, beat out by energies of dark, which meant that they blinded you by stupidity or lies and covered up the truth and that your light went out. That's what it means. You lost information because they turned out your lights. they put you on the table when you wasn't aware, put some lights on you, clip on your DNA. Now you're good to go. You made me a slave, okay? And that's what happened in very simple terms, okay? And so now, because of one of them that did the tearing down or the tearing up, because him and his brothers always been into a difference with each other, always have been. And they're the same brothers that's been the brothers they all go back, so because they still source no matter how you put it. But anyway, his name is Enki, of the Anunnakis. And for his, which was been the snake in the garden, he put his DNA inside of you, because maybe he kind of knew what was going to take place here, and that eventually you would be a lost civilization, and he was the one who created you, but he had no crown over his other brother and his father. I put it like that, because they go by rank and all that crazy silliness, like everything else do. But some rank is harsh and some isn't. Okay, so and due to the fact that he had begun to make you and the creation of yourself, he was gonna protect it in the best way he knew how, and not allow it to get destroyed. And during that time, he tampered with you. He put his DNA in you, which put it in a place where that at a certain time, which we're in now, that it would start the firing off, and you'll wake up, and your DNA will start coming back online again. Now he's able to do that. Even he's on the planet even today. He's also here in a little form like this, but he don't have to be here to do it. He can do it from afar off. He don't have to tweak your energy. They can do a lot of things far off without being in your presence. Yeah. And like I say, they are we, and we are they. And which tells you what I found today of what I come across. And so I'm playing my music. And as I'm playing the music, my thoughts begin to come in, and it begins to tell me and allow me to, because you got to come back to yourself. You don't know who you are. And if you cannot find that, you're not going to find yourself out, because it's the delusional. So you really got to have the true who you really truly are in that side of that body, the real you. And you must take your place and begin to know that it is you, okay, or your me. Once you get to your me, that'll be your me. You see. And so I'm like, because I know that Lord Shiva is the one who brings the dance to the life. That's what the dance came in through Lord Shiva. That's how it comes in. It was in the Shiva. And so I'm thinking about it, and I'm looking, and my thoughts are coming in, and now I can remember that I am who I am. I am Lord Shiva. And I was like, now I know that I am Lord Shiva, and that I am that I am. That is the wonderful thing that I could ever find this morning that came in, because now I can see. And that program was there at one time and make you want to believe that you that name or that body, and and it'll keep want to bring you into it, and until you know. And now I know. How much that? And I'm happy now. I was just so happy. I said, I remember. And now I know who I am. And I was just so happy because now I can do who I be, do whoever I be. That's who I am. I can be me, all of me. And I remember that. Okay, all right. Well, then that Lord Shiva did not have an injury. So that injury that's on that body is not my injury. Therefore, you don't belong to me. So, yes. Yeah. You gotta raise the vibrations on your body in order for your body to know that it is more than just a baseline body. It has a crystalline in it, and it come online when you give the vibrations up on it, and it starts moving, and it starts to release all that heaviness that's up on it, and my stomach is growling. And then you have to get your mind up there so it can be in the energy, what the spirit and the operation of the both of them working as on whole, not as separate one. That's how it has to come. And so, but in that time, that you must come to yourself. If you come in online, when your DNA open, right? You have to find. You got to come to yourself. You got to figure it out that that's not you. That's not me. I'm not self no more. I'm me. So I had to come out of self, and then me, and you, self, and me come in, and that's how you stop putting on those same things that you've been doing all the time, and you know what those things are because you be repeating them, and you must keep repeating them and keep repeating them, and whatever going to come forward is going to come forward to be the same. It's not going to be anything different, and that's what you have been done. Not only this time, you've done the same things in other timelines too. But here's where you get rid of them. Here's where you do not do them anymore. You decide that I am not going to be that you because I don't like being that you. That you does not feel good, and it does not help me to be me. It doesn't do nothing for my you. I give my you to you, and you don't do nothing with my you, but give me the same old you have, and I don't like your you. Don't feel good, and you don't like me you either. So we use each other. And you just said, well, I'm not giving you my you no more. I said, I'm not you because you're not good for me. And so you decide to keep your you, and you don't say what you have to say with your you, and you're like, oh, my you look like this. I don't like my you like this. What can I do to get rid of my you that should not be this kind of person in midlife? And so you start making yourself decide that I don't really want to do this more. I don't want to do this no more. I don't want to do this no more. I don't want to do any of these things that keeps me from living in a better me, a better you. And then you finally get done with putting in certain things that you live your life in, and that you was kept doing it over and over, and it wasn't doing you any justice. It did no good for you. It was just the same old all the time, repeated cycles, and whether you was doing it to yourself or somebody was doing it to you, or you allowed somebody else to do it to you, it still was the same thing. And you just finally got enough of it. Some people use it as to go to church, but that is not in the way it's supposed to be. That is not as it is. What it is just another way of putting you in another way of not coming free, not living the fullness of yourself, because you're still under somebody else's rules and regulations and all that old mess, So what you have to do is come to your own self and your own meaning, your own regulation, and you must make the choices for yourself. Don't let no one else make the choice for you. You make your own choices. You have to learn how to rule over your own life. Whether you think you're going to rule over a planet, if you can't rule over of yourself. And that's where you have to go to, because you become a God. You will come to another dimension that eventually, because you do these dimensions in threes, and you got to get up to 6, and that's when you become your own God, your own Ra. That's when you learn to create your own creation and your own planet. But you've come a long ways to get to that one there. You're not going to just go there like that, but you can get there, because that's the only way you can get there. As they say, you got to go to heaven. That's the only way you're going to get there. Because, see, this is heaven, and this is earth, and this is hell. And everywhere you go is going to be there. Why? Because it's all in the conscious. It's not done in the natural, in the physical. It's done in the conscious, honey. You're changing in your consciousness, and your consciousness is putting and bringing in information, and it's giving you the full highlight of the light of where you come from, who you are, and how you operate, and why you look so tiny and I'm so big over here. And it's connecting all the parts to itself, to make everything fit. And then you can hear it. It sounds like a what them things go ding ding ding, the beautiful cymbal sounds. They go ding ding ding, and it's beautiful. The earth makes the sound herself when she's moving. And so everything is the same no matter what. Say, for instance, I hear in my me, right? Okay. Yet you is me and I am you. We are the same. There's no difference. The only difference between you, me, and me is that I've climbed up the ladder a little bit higher. But it still does not make me you and you me. You see, we still be me's. But you have not tapped into your me, and you're still in your you and your self, and you and I don't have much in common any time to in any way, except that I have raised my conscious into a higher level, so I brought in a lot more information than what you have, and now I have a choice to either give that to you or give it to myself or give it to someone that is able to match with me. And for me to give it to you, I have to come down. And I have to mingle with you, but that's not good for me because you affect me because you have too much weighty in your life. And they have to raise the same way. That's why they're not here in the reality that you see me in, but they hear, but because they're not going to interact in that energy because it does not good for them. Same with me. When people they come in there, I can't take it, and I tell them, I said, you can't come in here. I can't because it's like kryptonite to me. They don't see that. Some do. Some don't. Some of them quite see it because it is. And I can't breathe. Like, you're killing me. Because I don't care where you at in the time that you in. When you're in everyone's energy, you are mixing. No matter what, you are mixing that energy. And so, if you all are the same vibration, then you're all good. You know. And some of you're not, but you don't know it because you're not having light enough to see that you're not. You know, it depends. Like the ones in the church, possibly they can't go around. You know, a lot of you, it just kind of disturbs them. You know, and but it doesn't affect them the same way it would affect me because they haven't raised the vibration of the body. Once the body begins to raise the vibration, you're gonna really know. Because the body is not going to be as dense as it was anymore, and anything that vibrates with it just goes. Mine just go crazy. I'm like, wait, stop! You know, it gets just all over my neck, everything just horrible. But so I'm gonna stop here because I still have more to bring to you and how it operates when you're in purgatory in order for you to get out of purgatory. But you know, if you're still over here, still working your way through the hell life, then you gotta get moving. Okay, all right. Okay, so this is a dedication to the African family as well. So because I'm at the close on. So let's do a donation if you have anything to give, because I am exercising for whatever I can do to help them, because they need still a lot of help. They haven't even got, I don't even want to go there. But so just give a donation if you can. And don't forget to make your subscribe, like, and comments, okay? All right. Namaste. I love you all.